Thank you for joining us this evening, and this will be part 3 of our new teaching that we're doing on the power that's in the name of Yahuwah. And we're going to read today in the book of Acts. We're going to start reading at chapter 3 and verse 1. Now when Peter and John went up together into the temple at the hour of prayer, being the 9th hour, and a certain man lame from his mother's womb was carried, whom they laid daily at the gate of the temple, which is called Beautiful, to ask alms of them that entered into the temple, who seeing Peter and John about to go into the temple, asked alms. And Peter, fastening his eyes upon him with John, said, Look on us. And he gave heed unto them, expecting to receive something of them. Then Peter said, Silver and gold have I none, but such as I have give I thee. In the name of, now your English translation, of course, would say Jesus Christ of Nazareth, rise up and walk. But in the original text, it would have been written in the name of YAHUSHA, HaMashiach, the Messiah of Nazareth, rise up and walk. And he took him by the right hand and lifted him up, and immediately his feet and ankle bones received strength. And he, leaping up, stood and walked and entered with them into the temple, walking, leaping, and praising Yahuwah. Of course it says God here, but that's who he was praising. And all the people saw him walking and praising Yahuwah. And they knew that it was he which sat for alms at the beautiful gate of the temple, and they were all filled with wonder and amazement at that which had happened unto him. And as the lame man which was healed held Peter and John, and all the people ran together unto them in the porch which is called Solomon's, greatly wondering. And Peter saw it, he answered to the people, You men of Yasharel, why marvel at this, or why look so earnestly on us, as though by our own power or holiness we had made this man to walk? I'm going to stop here for a minute. Peter says, why are you looking on us as if it was because of our holiness or our set-apartness, or because that we were apostles? He said, this is not the reason that this man was raised up. He's going to tell them why. Verse 13 says, the mighty one of Abraham, of Isaac, and Jacob, or Jacob, the mighty one of our fathers, has glorified his son, Yahusha, whom you delivered up and denied in the presence of Pilate when he was determined to let him go. And you denied the Holy One, the just, and you desired a murderer to be granted unto you. And you killed the Prince of Life, whom the mighty one, or Yahuwah, has raised from the dead, whereof we are witnesses. Now this is the key verse right here, verse 16. And his name, through faith in his name, he's given the reason how this man was healed, how this crippled man was healed. And his name, now he's talking about the Mashiach, and his name, which is and was Yahusha. And his name, through faith in his name, has made this man strong, whom you see and know. Yes, the faith which is by him has given him this perfect soundness in the presence of you all. Wow. The power that's in the name of Yahuwah, when they use the name of the Mashiach, Yahusha, they were actually declaring that the name of Yahuwah. They were declaring that Yahuwah is salvation. And he was, and he is. He was the salvation of this crippled man. They raised him up, not because they were holy men, or because they were set apart men, or because they were apostles. They raised him up because of the power that's in the name of Yahuwah was able to deliver this crippled man and give him. I love the way this is worded, that Peter and John, they saw this crippled man, and Peter said, silver and gold we don't have any money to give you, because that's what the crippled man was begging for alms or for money. And they said, we don't have that, but we have something really what you need. What he needed was to be healed. And they had the power that's in the name of Yahuwah, and they delivered this man. They grabbed him. Peter grabbed him up and said, "In the name of Yahuwah, rise up and walk." And they lifted him up. Verse 7 of this says they lifted him up, and immediately his feet and ankle bones received strength. And it says he was leaping. Now, you can imagine if you've been crippled all your life, and then all of a sudden you can walk. Don't you think you would be excited also? Well, this man was. And he was praising Yahuwah. And all the people saw it. It was a notable miracle done by the apostles. But I want you to notice what Peter said. It wasn't because of who they were. It was because faith in the name of Yahuwah, and because they had faith in the name. That's important, because it wasn't just the name Yahuwah. They had faith to use the name. And that's what I'm encouraging you in this teachings, for you to understand that if you have put faith in the name of Yahuwah, you'll also see signs and wonders and miracles happen just as they did, because it wasn't because they were apostles that this crippled man was healed. It was because of the name of Yahuwah, and because they had faith in that name, they acted upon that name and used that name to set this crippled man free. This is really good. This is great. I'm just so excited to share this with you, because I believe that as you hear this message, and as you gain understanding of this, that you'll also know that you have power in that name, and that you'll go and use that name to set the captives free. Signs and wonders and miracles can be done in that name, the name of Yahuwah. And Yahuwah is raising up his people today, as right before the Mashiach comes, to use power and authority to set the captives free, so we can draw people into the kingdom of Yahuwah, so they'll know that there is power and deliverance and salvation in the name of Yahuwah. Thank you for joining us this evening, and we'll pick back up tomorrow. It's getting a little dark out here, so we're going to wrap it up for tonight, and hopefully I can get quite a few done tomorrow. It's going to have nice weather here tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to do quite a few new teachings about the name of Yahuwah and the power that's in his name. Thank you again, and hopefully you'll join us on our next session. I love you. Appreciate you. Yahuwah loves you, and we'll see you next time. Shalom.